Howdy, my name is Josh Cunningham, and I'm the founder and CEO of Rockerbox. And today we wanted to share with you exactly what it was like to experience one of our employee masterminds at Rockerbox and teach you some of the things that we do that you can easily roll out and host your own employee masterminds as well. So come along and let's take a look. So first of all, what is a mastermind? Where does the concept come from, and how is this different than a meeting? So let's jump into the mastermind and take a look. So the concept of the mastermind group was formally introduced by Napoleon Hill in the early 1900s. In his timeless classic, Think and Grow Rich, he wrote about the mastermind principle as the coordination of knowledge and effort of two or more people who work toward a definite purpose in the spirit of harmony. No two minds ever come together without thereby creating a third, invisible, intangible force, which may be likened to a third mind. In a mastermind group, the agenda belongs to the group, and each person's participation is key. Your peers give you feedback, help you brainstorm new possibilities, and set up accountability structures that keep you focused and on track. You will create a community of supportive colleagues who will brainstorm together to move the group to new heights. So now you know what a mastermind concept is all about. Let's look at some of the things that we do that's important in our masterminds that you could easily duplicate with your team. So the first thing I want to talk about is the actual setting for a mastermind. So if you'll notice, we're actually gathered around a large table at a local Mexican restaurant, actually just right out in the parking lot of our offices here. And by being out of the office, what this allows us to do is really focus on the meeting at hand and remove all of the distractions from our day-to-day operations so that we can all be distraction-free and be very clear-minded and focused on this mastermind meeting that's about to take place. So another tip I'd like to give you that's important about the location of your mastermind is I definitely encourage you to use some food or snacks as bribery to actually increase your attendance. So whether you're working with budget-conscious college kids or very highly paid salespeople, you can never underestimate the value of free food. So that's why we host our mastermind around a fajita dinner, and you could use lunch, you could use dinner, you could use snacks. But the one tip I will also advise you of is we save all the cervezas and the margaritas for after the mastermind. So we want to make sure we're coming together and we're collecting some sober-minded thoughts before we begin socializing with the cervezas and margaritas. So save that for later. So now let's take a look at the agenda of the mastermind. And remember, everyone's participation is key to a successful mastermind. So first, we open up the floor and allow anybody who's attending an opportunity to identify one of our core values and then recognize someone attending the mastermind who has been living by those values. So this is a great exercise to jog everybody's mind again of what our core values are, and it's also a great opportunity for people to give some peer acknowledgement and recognition. And so having one person on your team identify the core values that the company is supposed to be living by and identifying somebody else who has lived by those values is a great way to get the energy flowing and get everybody in the right mindset and positively thinking about the reasons why we're all here, which is the core values of the company. So after we've given everybody an opportunity to acknowledge each other for living by our core values, we then go around the table one by one, either clockwise or counterclockwise order, it doesn't really matter, but giving everybody one opportunity to have the entire stage to themselves. And what we want them to share with us, with the entire group, is number one, what is the greatest strength or greatest area of improvement that they can recognize that we've made since the previous mastermind meeting? And then number two, what is our greatest opportunity or area of weakness? Maybe something that we have lost focus on, or maybe there's something that is unclear in what the expectations would be, or maybe there's just an inefficiency that we've noticed about the business. But that's the time where everybody gets the floor and they can state what we're doing great and what we can improve on. So now that we've gotten this incredibly valuable feedback from everybody on the team, and from their perspective, what they feel is our greatest strength and our greatest opportunity, we now have time to brainstorm. And so usually this is coincidentally when the fajitas are passed around and people start digging into their food and having side conversations with the people they're closest in the table. But the whole purpose for this point is to just start throwing out any and every idea possible of ways that we could tackle and create a systematic way to solve these problems. But remember, this is a brainstorming session, right? No idea is a bad idea. And also, every idea isn't necessarily a policy yet. So again, brainstorm away, throw all the crazy, wacky ideas you can come up with on how we can tackle these opportunities together. And then once everybody's done eating and done brainstorming, then we actually dive on all the topics again as an entire group. And through this group mastermind brainstorming experience, we are actually able to start identifying maybe some potential solutions and start disqualifying maybe some potential solutions. But again, everybody must understand and know that in this mastermind environment, this is an idea creating session. Nothing has become official policy yet. So now that you maybe do have a couple good solutions that you might maybe want to start beta testing or rolling out as a policy, how exactly do you do that? Well, you must wait until after the mastermind and have another formal communication with your team members to actually roll out these policies. So for our example at Rockerbox, every single one of our shifts begins with a shift huddle, and in those shift huddles, we cover any education items or policy changes within the company. So that's when we roll out the new policy changes that we've developed from our mastermind sessions. So I hope that you've learned a lot today about what we do here internally to create a culture of creativity and a sense of never-ending constant improvement, and also creating an awareness that every single person within our company's opinion counts and matters and is appreciated. And maybe you can take a page out of our playbook and apply some of these techniques to you and your business and achieve some of the great success that we have here. I hope you enjoyed all the tips today. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to connecting.